After 3 punishing rounds, the next venue for the World Rally Championship is Spain. A country famous for its fiestas throws open its arms to welcome the WRC Carnival. The stages are all on tarmac roads around the Ret de Mar on the Costa Brava. The rally's held in the Catalan region, where the locals' pride and passion will be matched only by the drivers' will to win.
Hello there and welcome back once again to some more WRC. Today we'll continue on Let's Play. This is episode 4. In today's episode we are taking a look at the Rally de Catalunya. Yeah, an old tarmac rally, so I am not expecting this to go well whatsoever, but we shall see. Maybe this will be the rally we finally don't win and dominate at, but we'll see. Expecting Signs to do well here. Expecting the Peugeots to do well here, not so much the Subarus, Mitsubishis, Skodas. And we never expect Hyundai to do anything, but who knows, maybe a Hyundai driver will emerge from the back and win this all, but yeah. This is before Hyundai had the i20, which is nothing like the i20, and that's why it actually wins stuff, unlike the i20 that just, the road car, which does existing. That's exactly what modern Hyundais do. All of their lineup, even the i30N, which I don't like because it advertises I really wanted to go far, but I had to have this. The Fastback's pretty cool. Then being in BTCC will be interesting. Unless BTC's already happened by the time this comes out, in which case, well, if it's anything like the rally team, then hello, new dominating car. I feel bad because I'm a Honda fan, and if not, then hello, replacement for the MGs. You're doing as well as anyone expected you to. Alright, enough rambling, let's do it. See how this Spanish rally goes. Portugal was a pretty nice surprise. I wasn't expecting that to be an old gravel rally, so this being tarmac is not particularly much fun. It's alright until we get to some corners, although we do get the nice wheels on our Subaru here, as opposed to those the last few we've seen. You're up there, Mackinnon, Signs, Burns. Okay, Mackinnon's doing more. Well, granted, we haven't reached any corners yet. Thankfully though, I mean, the one thing is the Subaru, while it isn't quite as quick as the Focus and the 206 on these stages because they can change direction a lot quicker, it should be a lot more planted, which should hopefully make for a little bit of a better result. Oh, Loix is doing well again. I think Mitsubishi might end up coming from the... I mean, if Signs stops doing so well, Mitsubishi is going to end up eating the manufacturer standings alive, apart from Subaru, of course. So, there's one thing everyone sort of gets on me in games is, you know, occasionally I'll refer to an AI car as winning, even though obviously it hasn't won because we've won, but I refer to it as winning. People get on me for that, which I can sort of appreciate, but I seem to revel more in how the AI perform than in how I perform. If that makes sense. I can imagine that sort of, for quite a few people that play these games, you know. Of course, when it comes to your result, you're expected to win. That's what you're expecting to do. That's how you progress through a game. But it can often be more interesting to watch the AI because, of course, they don't need to win because they're AI. It doesn't matter what they do. So it's always kind of interesting to watch how they do. I'm sure some people understand what I'm on about here. Solberg, Mackinnon, Loix and Burns came through, so no Signs. Okay. Signs doesn't win or get second in his home stage. Well, he could have actually won, although apparently that was... If that's exactly what the rest of this rally is going to be, I don't think I've got an issue. Solberg, Mackinnon, Loix, Burns, Signs and Delacour. So the Ford's not doing so hotly anymore in 5th and 6th. Of course, that's only the first round though. Signs could easily come through, cakewalkers all, and that'd be the end of that. But we shall have to wait and see. I'm looking at Buick Rivieras pop-up headlights. Ooh, I like those. Those are interesting. Anyways, you can't see what I'm all about because I'm checking Discord occasionally, but I don't know why I'm checking Discord. This hardly like anything good ever happens on Discord, but you know. Links in the description to my public Discord. It's not really used by anyone, but if you want to ask a question or something, it's usually a good place to go. There's some nice people in there as well. Some awful people like me and Scotian, but yeah, nice people as well. Alright, more Spain rally action on this rather strange looking evening, I guess, here in Spain. We have got the long gear ratios at play here, which I guess we could test out the top speed of the Subaru. I think it was about 130 from looking at the speedo last time. I should have left it in kilometers now, so you think this game's going a lot quicker. Whee, that was a moment. Kind of glad that didn't go over, because otherwise the physics would have been very sad. Yeah, okay, never mind. These tarmac rallies are lovely. The next few games do not have lovely tarmac rallies, but this one apparently seems to be very nice. Sainz is back in it for now. Hopefully Bernsey keeps him at bay. Yeah. As I said, I prefer the physics in this game to WRC 2. I didn't say the physics in this game were spot on or good. But there you go. No, I quite like it. I really like how chuckable the cars are in this game. We've damaged something. I think it's suspension again, which I'm not too fussed about. That's either suspension or... See, the problem is there's a gearbox thing, and I'd imagine damaging the gearbox would be... And it could be axle as well. I don't really know if damaging the axles would really make... Well, obviously, it'd, you know, make things quite catastrophic if there's a major failure of the axles, but... Again, the car doesn't feel any different. It is the only handling related failure there. Okay, maybe it's probably best if you don't just look into nothingness. Again, another good old full send off the corner right there. Need to try and train myself not to do that, because when I play for this game on professional difficulty, the AI will be not very forgiving. Oh wow, we are 8 seconds down. Okay, never mind, I'm not very forgiving this time round. At least Burns is in second. Hopefully he can keep that. But we shall see. And it's sort of been so far so unassuming, so it shall be interesting to see how the game progresses, but so far we are pretty much on a roll, so not much faith in the game holding us back, but we shall see. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if that is axle, because it is reducing the top speed of the car and it doesn't feel very suspension-y. No, why did Burns drop back? Subarus are not having fun here in Spain. Can't quite remember which stage this is. I think we've got a pretty alright lead, so we could probably afford to scrub a few seconds off of this particular stage, but even still, I'd prefer to win, but never mind. How are we doing? Okay, only Mackinnon beat us. I think Mackinnon's been sort of around us this entire time. I hate that song. That song's really fucking obnoxious. The rest of them are alright. That one's pretty obnoxious. I've turned the game audio down, by the way, slightly, because I read back some of the recordings, and well, it wasn't quite intruding on my voice, it was getting close to it, so. Mackinnon, Solberg, Sainz, Loix, Burns, and Panizzi is finally getting some. Panizzi's pretty much Peugeot's tarmac specialist, so he should be doing well. Okay, yeah, we've still got a lead on Mackinnon and Loix. Sainz still down in 4th, Burns is dropped to 5th, Panizzi's come up to 6th. No points for Skoda or Hyundai then again, but there you go. Peugeot will get some points. Peugeot's not doing very well in this, considering I think Peugeot won the championship in 2000 with Gronholm, I think. And then 99, I don't remember. Who won in 99? Can I find out before this loading screen starts? 2000, yeah, Marcus Gronholm and Peugeot. Tommy Mackinnon in 98, in 99, yeah. Tommy Mackinnon won 4 years in a row. Apparently World Manufacturers in 99 was Toyota, World Manufacturers in 2000 was Peugeot, and in 2001 actually as well. Gronholm 2002, okay, yeah. Hey, the game loaded. Alright. I am going to start cutting those out eventually because I'm just going to, yeah. I'm really starting to run out of stuff to say during those apparently, so much so that I have to look up manufacturer results. But yes, no, Gronholm would have been defending world champion at this time, so he's not doing very well in this. I think Gronholm got 4th in 2001, so he didn't do too badly, not as badly as this game's apparently. Sainz wasn't even, I mean he might have been top 5, but he wasn't in top 4, so apparently Sainz being this good, just the game going as is, which is fine. I mean, I'd much prefer a game to be a little bit more sort of random in its championship results instead of rigid. Even worse if it literally followed, like, would it be great actually if it just followed the results of exactly what happened in 2001? Because real life rally is not quite the same as, you know, I mean real life racing in general. In games that have championships and stuff, of course, you aim to win every single race, and 9 times out of 10 you probably will do that, unless you really like making it hard on yourself. But, you know, real life obviously doesn't work like that. Just because a champion's a champion doesn't mean he won every single race. If he did, then there'd be something horribly wrong with his car, probably. So, yeah, I mean, it's like McRae, for example. He only won 25 rallies overall, despite the fact that he was world champion at one point. Yeah, I mean, I can't, to be fair, I don't actually know what Loeb's sort of record is on rally wins and stuff like that, but it is, for as dominant as he was, you know, he didn't win every single rally all the time. So, a little bit of an interesting thing to think about, I guess. That loading screen isn't quite as long. It's the loading screens into the stage that are long, I need to remember that. Alright. Excuse me. Solberg, Mackinnon, Sainz, Burns, Panizzi, and Lukes. Okay, so Burns is not on his way back up. If he can get 4th, I'll be proud of him. Panizzi's 6th, though. No Gronholm. No Gronholm, which is a bit sad for Gronholm fans like myself, but never mind. Alright, I guess I've got to look this up now, haven't I? Who? Oh god, the Cordoba was in this year. Oh, that was a... Okay, never mind. That's not a manufacturer's entry. Although apparently Toyota and... yeah. The Toyota and the Cordoba won, but they weren't actually in the thing. The real life España rally winner was Didier, apparently. Mackinnon won in Portugal, Rovanperä won in Sweden, and Mackinnon won the Monaco rally. Interesting. I would say I'll read them out each and every single time, but I've only got the Wikipedia page open up by chance at the moment, so for later ones of these you probably won't get that. It's raining in Spain, that's strange for Spain. Usually it's very sunny, but apparently we got some rain this time round. And I thought it was a Chinook then, but it's not a Chinook, it's just a generic one rotor chopper. I was about to say, why is there a Chinook around here? I didn't realise the Americans were planning on invading Spain anytime soon. But no, of course they're just the scout choppers for the team, so we don't get one in this game, or indeed in any of the WRC games they don't really use them, but in real life you have spotter choppers to sort of warn you of cars broken down and so on and so forth. And of course a team radio, but there's not really any need for a team radio in this game. All you really need is your co-driver, who I turned up to listen to, but I literally am ignoring almost everything he says. In fact, I had my headphones in the entire time there. So, yeah, we'll take a headphone out so I can actually listen to what he says then. I can imagine in the professional section of this game I'm going to need to listen to him slightly more than I'm listening to him now. Completely missed the time gates there. Burns is in third. What did I say about Burns? He's currently against, I can't, it's not Mackinnon, Mackinnon's right. I think it's Sainz he's sort of battling with. That's Loix sort of starts falling off a bit. He might be able to, I mean, Loix would need a pretty big accident, and I don't think the AI in this game at least have particularly big accidents. In some of the later games they sort of can knock themselves out a little bit, but in this game not so much. Sainz is back on maximum attack. Mackinnon's keeping us pretty sweet in this championship though. He's definitely trying his best to battle us, but he's not doing so well. A 3 over crest. Alright, we're coming towards the finish. I'm not actually keeping track of how many stages we've done. I think we've got a few more to go. Like 1, maybe. Yeah, one more stage to go. So Spain's actually not been nearly as punishing as I was expecting it to be. I was expecting this rally to be completely awful, but it's actually managing to be pretty darn peaceful considering. Alright. Solberg, Sainz, Mackinnon, Loix, Burns, and Didier. So Didier's going to knock off Panizzi. Okay, so Loix has... Okay, never mind, but it is Burns against Loix, although he's, yeah, not looking like that one's going to happen. Apparently the Peugeot battle's being pretty good, though, between Panizzi and Didier. I'm allowed to say his name wrong because he's French. Oh, there we go. I'm going to cut that loading screen because I did nothing other than attempt to check my bank while that was going on, so... Good job, me. Anyways, final round of the Spanish rally. I didn't actually see how much time we've got up on Mackinnon, but I am expecting, unless we have a really piss-poor stage, we should be pretty alright. Yeah, no, I mean, as much as I don't really like these tarmac rallies, apparently I'm doing a hell of a lot better at these than I was expecting to. The fact that I'm doing better at these now is a good sign for the professional career, so... I'm trying to bear that in mind. Like I said, the more I can sort of do in these rallies, the better shape I will be in for those. Although that being said, apparently I'm 3 seconds down on Mackinnon. Again, it's this rally, I don't particularly care if it's a win or lose this rally. Well, win or lose this stage, I don't care if I win this rally. Although not all that much. Essentially, as long as I can lock out the championship, I'll be pretty alright. And to be perfectly honest with you, 4 rallies in, I don't actually think I'm that far from locking out the championship. So, yeah. Once we've done that, we'll just quit every single other rally and it'll be an experience for next... No, I'm not going to do that. I think it was... Didn't Loeb do that once, where like he broke his arm or something and still won the entire like rally thing overall, even though he had to sit out like 3 or 4 rounds or something ridiculous? I think that was, well, if it's going to be anyone, it's going to be fucking Loeb, ain't it? But, yeah, no, I think that was something Loeb managed to do at some point. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention actually, although Colin McRae isn't in this game, Alistair McRae is in this game. I think he drove a Hyundai this year. Which is probably why we haven't seen him. But, yeah, no, Alistair McRae is in this game. Colin McRae is not. Alistair McRae is. Even though Alistair McRae did actually show up in the first Colin McRae rally. I can't remember if he was in the second game or in the third game. I doubt he was in the third game, considering CMR3 and this kind of competed, sort of. I think CMR3 might have come out first. But CMR3 is much better received. It is a much better looking game. CMR3 looks incredible. I don't really like the driving in that game though. And I mean, I get the career mode. I mean, obviously, it's Colin McRae Rally, so playing through his career in 2001 kind of is cool, but, like, I do like to be able to select my own car. It's probably why you won't see a focus in these WRC games for a while, because if I ever do play through Colin McRae rally games, I pretty much have to use the focus for at least 2 of them, so. Solberg, Sainz, Mäkinen, and Loix. I mean, in fairness, if Mäkinen gets second for those guys, Sainz will drop some points. I think Sainz is in third. In fact, I'm almost positive Sainz is in third. If Sainz was in like 4th or 5th, we'd be pretty golden, because the more points Sainz doesn't score at the moment, the better. Like I said though, I'm not really expecting Sainz to be our championship rival when all is said and done. But I could be wrong on that. Alright, Mäkinen won. Wow. God, what happened to Sainz, man? Mind you, we was 10 seconds up on that last split. That's ridiculous. Alright. You've come first. You've unlocked Argentina Single Rally, Argentina Time Trials. So I should mention, this game only unlocks 4 rallies for you to play through. You can play through, on the Time Trial mode, you can play through any location, but you only get 1 stage. And in Single Rally, you can only play through 4 stages to start with. You might have seen that on the movie screen, and as you unlock stages in the career mode, you can play those. So by the end of the career mode, you can play through all 14. We will save our game here, because I think this is where I'm going to stop recording for the night, because I mean, it's 2 AM, my voice is starting to go. So, we shall save, and we shall got ourselves in all lowercase, which I absolutely can't stand, but this game does not understand the capital letter exists. Because apparently in 2001 it was uncool to have capitals. Anyways, a quick look at the championship. The results for this stage I should say first. Solberg, Mäkinen, Loix, Burns, Sainz and Didier. The final rally results, Solberg, Mäkinen, Sainz, Loix, Burns and Didier. Alright, so Burns got another 2 points. Mäkinen. Wow. Sainz. What happened to Sainz? Okay, he was 38 seconds off, right. I'd say if Sainz dropped any more time, Loix could have potentially beaten him. Although Mäkinen out of the AI was the quickest by far. There we go. Rally Catalunya Costa Brava Rally de España winners. Awesome. We are 20 points up on the championship, with second place having exactly 20 points. Carlos Sainz. Mäkinen's getting up there though. Burns is in 4th, which is good. Freddie Loix goes into the championship rundown, and Marcus Gronholm 3 points, even though we haven't actually seen anything of Gronholm. I don't think so. Actually, no, we have. Never mind. I'm being an idiot. So Subaru 50 points, Mitsubishi 24 points, Ford 21, Peugeot 5 points, and Skoda and Hyundai stay where they are. Hyundai's quest for a single point continues. Join us next time for some more WRC, where we can see if Hyundai can score a point. But more pressingly, I guess, if we can win the thing. Anyway, yeah. Join us for that. Until then, farewell.
You know the fear, the sorrow that my heart holds in, knowing just where my hopes and dreams are going.